started, the first thing I'm going to do is use this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. It's a white creamy base, and this is really going to help those colors pop. Next, I'm going to be using a light pink color. This one is by Kryolan, and I'm going to apply this onto the inner part of my eyelid and just working upwards almost towards the brow. So it really doesn't matter. I'm going to be blending this out later. In the center of my lid, I'm going to be applying this really intense hot pink color by MAC. This is Bright Fuchsia Pigment, and I'm just going to use a little flat brush and just pat that right into the very center part of my lid. And where those two colors meet, you want to just do a little bit of blending so that it's going to be a smooth transition between the colors. Moving right along, I'm going to grab my very favorite purple eyeshadow by Makeup Forever, and I'm using that same flat brush, just the other side of it, and I'm going to pat this onto the very outer part of my eye. Now you might see I've got a little bit of tape there. This is just regular sticky tape. This is just going to help me create that really flawless outer edge. And then I'm going to be grabbing this pigment by Illamasqua in Alluvium. It's a dark blue, but it has shimmer in it with different colors. It's really pretty. And then I'm using a blending brush just to blend that out into my crease. Next, I'm going to be grabbing this dark blue color by Kryolan. This is a matte shade, and this is just really to intensify that blue smokiness that I've got going on there, because I want this look to be really, really dramatic. Underneath the eyebrows, I'm going to be using this color by OCC. This is kind of a different color because it looks white in the pan, but it is actually different colors like pink and golden, lilac. It's really, really gorgeous, and it's going to be perfect for blending out those colors. And if you blend it out a little bit too much, just grab some of that dark blue again and blend that into those colors again so you just get this beautiful smoky finish. Next, I'm going to be doing the glitter. So to do this, I'm going to be grabbing some eyelash glue, and this is just really going to help that glitter stay on like solid. It is not going to budge. And I'm going to be grabbing different cosmetic grade glitters. It's really important that you do use cosmetic glitter, because if you just use craft store glitter and it gets in your eyes, it can actually scratch your eyeballs, and that's really not good. So I'm going to first apply a darker blue on the very outer corner, and then this darker purple color right beside it. And in the middle, I have grabbed this kind of reddish pink color and I'm gonna dab that on. So just kind of repeating those steps. And on the very inner part, I didn't really have a glitter that was the exact shade of the eyeshadow beneath, so I just used this one called Champagne Wishes by Lit Cosmetics and blended that together. Now to do cleanup, you're just going to remove that tape, so that's going to make cleanup super easy. I'm just using the back of that sticky tape to pick up some of the glitter particles. And you can also use just a cosmetic wipe and clean up underneath, which is why I haven't done my foundation or anything yet. And now we're going to move on to doing the eyeliner on the top lid. It's going to be maybe a little bit tricky here just because of the glitter. It kind of makes it a little bit chunky. But I do have a tutorial that shows in detail how to do eyeliner like this, like with a liquid liner or a gel liner. So you might want to check that out if you need a little bit more help. And I'm just going to create a dramatic cat wing on the top. And now I'm going to do the eyeshadow on the bottom lid. So first I'm going in with that NYX Jumbo Pencil again in a purple color and just applying that right along the lash line and then blending that out a little bit. So then I'm going to be using this gorgeous pigment by MAC called Pink Pearl. It reflects purple and pink. It's just really, really pretty. And I'm just going to blend that out onto the lower lash line using like a pencil brush like this. And then I'm going to intensify that color just a little bit using that darker purple again from Makeup Forever. You just really want this really blown out eyeliner look. It's just really, really smoked out. And then I'm going to complete the rest of the eyeliner. So what you want to do here now is connect the bottom with the top, obviously. And on the very inner part, like near the tear duct, you want to create this kind of triangle shape. And then on the lower lash line, just kind of trace in the black line along your lashes. And to do the double wing as I've got it, you want to do like a second wing, leaving a little bit of a gap just below top one, if that makes sense, because I'm going to be filling that in with a white eyeliner in a second. And to do that, I'm going to be using this Cake product. It's basically a cake makeup by Kryolan and a sealing gel by Illamasqua, and I just blend that together. It makes this very opaque paste that works perfectly as an eyeliner. And using a very small paintbrush, I'm just going to apply that right between those two black lines, and that just gives this really gorgeous eye-catching detail. On the waterline, I'm going to be using a waterproof black eyeliner pencil. This one is by Anastasia, and just apply that onto your waterline and on the tight line, which is that little piece of skin right underneath your top lashes, just so you can really get that dark, intense look. For lashes, I'm actually going to be doubling up lashes because I want these lashes to look very, very dramatic. So I'm going to be using the Ardell Wispies first, just using a little bit of lash glue. And then I'm just pasting the second strip lashes right on top. So you just want to make sure that you stick them onto the black eyeliner that you created. And then that's what it should look like with the lashes on. Yeah, you want to make sure you apply mascara obviously too. And now I'm going to move on to the brows. Now, very typical for these Arab eye looks are these very intense eyebrows. Now, I do have a detailed eyebrow tutorial video if you want to see that, but I'm just going to show you kind of how I'm doing it here. So I'm using a MAC eyebrow pencil and just tracing along the natural shape of my brows, but kind of deepening them up, making them a little bit more intense. And also tracing out like the tail of them. And then what I do is I take an angled brush. There's no product on here. This is really just to blend out those little pencil lines that I make so that you don't see them, you know, little lines on your face. And then on the inner part of my brow, I'm going to take a much lighter color powder, so it almost looks like your eyebrows are fading out a little bit. Not too much, but I think this just is a kind of a neat effect. And for the rest of the brows, I'm going to be using this really dark powder by Illamasqua and just going to fill in my brows a little bit more with that eyebrow powder. And at the end, I just used a sealing gel, like a clear eyebrow gel, just to make sure everything's fixed in place. For blush, I didn't want anything too crazy, so I'm going to be using a really neutral color, and I'm going to be applying this almost like a contour, so I'm applying this into the hollows of my cheek, like right underneath my cheekbone, and that gives this really gorgeous sculpted look, which I think is really flattering for these more intense, dramatic looks. And then to finish off, I'm going to be using this ambient lighting powder by Hourglass. It's kind of a pricey product, I know, but I love the effect that it gives. It gives almost like this soft, glowing finish. So I'm applying that to the tops of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, and also a little bit on my chin. So for the lips, you could definitely do a bright color if that's your style, but I really wanted the focus to be kept right on the eyes, so I'm going to be using these lip tars by OCC in a really, really nude color that almost matches my skin tone. And I just blended these two colors together and then applied them to my lips with a lip brush. And voila, that's the finished result. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was really time consuming, obviously, but I think the effect is really worth it. Let me know if you guys decide to wear this for your Eid celebrations, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye!